So guys, I want to welcome you back to the Get Ready Worldwide channel. I am your host Mike, and this is my wine progression, and man, has my palate changed. In fact, I'm going to turn the camera around and show you here all the different types of wines that I've tried to show you that my palate has changed. So as you can see, I've tried a lot of different wines. If you'll stay tuned, I'm going to do a review on the Insurrection and the Dreaming Tree. The Dreaming Tree is by Dave Matthews, and the Insurrection is a southeastern Australian wine. But yeah, I've tried a lot of different wines, and these are probably 4 or 5 bottles that I'm missing that I threw away that were just garbage. Cocoa Bond is one that it's new. It's on the shelf at Walmart. I tried it. I actually got it from Trader Joe's, and I'll have to tell you about that too. So stay with me, guys. Today in this wine review, we're going to do Barefoot Pinot Noir. Let's see if we can zoom in on that. So let that sit there for a second. There it is. Pinot Noir by Barefoot. Okay. And we have the Naked Grape. All right, that's pretty easy to see. The Naked Grape. So first, let me read to you what these people have said about the Naked Grape. They classified this as a Pinot Noir as a medium-bodied varietal with red cherry and raspberry aromas. Their direct quote is this: "Great for those looking for a juicy wine you can sink your teeth into." Okay. They want you to pair it with either barbecue, Brussels sprouts, or grilled cheese. And I'm thinking, who eats barbecue, Brussels sprouts, and grilled cheese all in the same setting? But that's what it said on the actual website that I went to. Okay. Now, for the Pinot Noir, for the Barefoot, they call this a bubblegummy raspberry granola flavored wine that's sort of soft and silky and dry. It's labeled as a basic Pinot. All right. Both of them are definitely light bodied. They say they're medium bodied. They're both light bodied. And as you know, this show is about wine progression. So I'm trying to go from super sweet Moscato to sweet red, which is my baseline, my go-to. So if you're in the store, you know what I'm comparing this to. I'm comparing this to Barefoot Sweet Red, okay? And I'm trying to work my way to the right, headed towards semi-dry. That's probably the furthest that I'll go, okay? So my first take, I'm going to go to the worst one. My first take on the worst one is the Barefoot Pinot Noir. This is a California-based wine. This is day 2. It's had some time to hit some air to it, and it really comes off as a dry wine. Not a lot of flavor, in my opinion. Nothing like they described it. It doesn't have that oaky taste to it, but it's just it's something about it that I'm not a fan of. I don't think this is a palate thing. I think this is just a type of wine that I'm not going to like. It's only a $6 bottle of wine, so it is a cheap bottle of wine. And there are some reds that I really do like. So I don't think it's my palate. I think this is just not the wine for me. It's definitely nothing like the Sweet Red Blend. If you're in the store and you're looking for something that is close to Sweet Red Blend, this is not your buy. Okay, this Pinot Noir, you can see that? This right here is not your buy. This is not close to Sweet Red Blend. If this is the spectrum where we have super sweet in here and this is the middle, this is very close to the middle. This is very close to probably where I will stop when it's semi-dry. Maybe even on the other side of semi-dry. It's not all the way to the right, but it's not like that next step in between. So I just want to point that out. I am not a fan of this Barefoot Pinot Noir, and I'm going to put this glass back so I don't confuse them, because now we're going to go to the Naked Barefoot. When I tried this, as you can see, there was less wine left in that bottle. I liked it better, but I still didn't like it at all, to be honest with you. To me, this has an acidic taste. I do taste the red cherries and raspberries. I do get that. To me, but it's a more palatable acidic taste. It's like you could stomach this if this is what they had to drink. I would not order 2 bottles. I wouldn't order 2 glasses of this personally. But if this is what they had to drink out of the 2, I could stomach this. Both of these, the Pinot Noir and the Naked Grape, make me feel like I'm going to have a headache tomorrow. What did I do? You know, that kind of thing. So be very careful with that. If this is your jam, that's cool. Stick with it. It's just not for me. It's not my thing. This is sweeter. So again, showing you if you're in the store and you're wondering which one is which, and you got Sweet Red Blend over here, this is the baseline. It would be next up in sweetness would be the Naked Jam, Naked Grape, sorry, and then we'd have the Pinot Noir. Okay, I'm going to zoom in so you see that. So less sweet, sweet. Okay. So again, I told you this is definitely not going to be your traditional wine reviews, wine progression, me telling you my experiences and how my palate is changing. So stay with me, guys. This is my wine progression. I'm your host, Mike. It is not meant to be taken too seriously, guys. It's just a different type of show where I wanted to chronicle my wine progression, how my palate changes, and how I am in the store looking at all these different bottles, and people tell me, well, you should try this or I like that, but they never give you a baseline to go upon. So in my opinion, I would stay away from Pinot Noir. This is much more dry compared to the Sweet Red Blend, all right? It is a light bodied, it is not, you can see it, it's not a medium, velvety or dark. It's a light bodied red wine, raspberry and cherry. So here's another thing. All right, if you're reading the back of the labels and it's going to say raspberry and cherries and strawberries, it's going to look like that. All right? It's going to look like that. If it's got the blackberries in it, it's going to be a darker wine. That's something that I didn't know. The oaky flavor, when it says it's got an oaky flavor, it's going to have more of a bitterness bite to it, okay? More acidic flavor is going to come from your fruits. So that's something that I didn't know that I'm learning, and I'm spending a lot of money on learning. But yeah, that's something I'm learning. So that is all I got for you. Like I said, the naked jam, the naked grape, is something that you can tolerate. You can have a couple glasses of this at a party. If this was all that they had, or this was compared to the Barefoot Pinot Noir, I would not buy this, but if you like it, cool. I want to thank you for watching. If you like what you heard, hit the like button. Tell me why in the comment section down below. Share me with your friends, and happy drinking. Drink safe and responsible. This is my wine progression. I am your host, Mike. See you in the next video. I'm going to show you guys the difference between a light-bodied wine and a medium to dark velvety-bodied wine, okay? Give me 1 second. So the one on the left, that is your medium to dark velvety-bodied wine, full body, okay? That is Michael David Winery. It's called Petit Petit, I believe is what it is. Lodi Appellation, I'm not sure what they're calling this, but that's what's on the front of this bottle. I'll show you the bottle here. Petit Petit and Michael David, okay? But that is what a medium to dark, full-bodied wine would look like, velvety, okay? On the right, they're calling that medium. To me, that is a light-bodied wine. So just so you know what you're getting, when you get the one on the left, it's going to have less sugar. It's going to be more dry than the one on the right, okay? Just to let you know. You probably want to be somewhere in the middle. But I just wanted to share that with you also.